White House on 10th of February reiterated that the US would welcome any efforts of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to stop the war between Russia and Ukraine. White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby believes that PM Modi could convince Putin to stop the war. During PM Modi's interaction with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Modi had once said that this is not the era for war. This statement was welcomed by the US and it resonated widely in Europe in a very positive way. Prime Minister spoke about this during a bilateral meeting in Uzbekistan, Samarkand. This statement was accepted by world leaders and was praised by international media. PM Modi's "Today's era is not of war" became a part of the outcome statement of the G20 joint declaration at Bali in Indonesia. Since the Russia-Ukraine war began almost a year ago, PM Modi spoke to both Ukraine President Zelenskyy and Russian President Putin on several occasions.
I think there's still time for Mr. Putin to stop the war.
Mr. Modi can convince?
I'll let the Prime Minister speak to whatever efforts he's willing to undertake. I want to stress it again, Goyal. I mean, certainly the United States would welcome any effort that could lead to an end of hostilities in Ukraine that are in keeping with President Zelensky's objectives and his leadership, his determination of what is acceptable to the Ukrainian people. Nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. So President Biden has said this, dozens of times. We think this war could end today, should end today. The single person responsible for what the Ukrainian people are going through is Vladimir Putin, and he could stop it right now. Instead, he's firing cruise missiles into energy and power infrastructure and trying to knock out the lights and knock out the heat so the Ukrainian people suffer even more than they already have. He could end it right now. And since he's not willing to do that, clearly, we've got to make sure we can help the Ukrainians succeed on the battlefield so that when President Zelenskyy determines it's time to negotiate, and he's the only one that can make that determination, he can do it with the strongest hand possible.